This Friday's Showtime card is billed as a showcase of the future of American boxing. In the main event, heavyweight hope Deontay Wilder takes on former titleist Sergey Liakhovich. Elsewhere on that same card, his Golden Boy stablemate Gary Russell Jr. will face journeyman Juan Ruiz. Now, here's the problem, though. The future has been going on so long that it's almost become the past. Both Wilder and Russell have been feasting on a steady diet of hapless opponents for their entire pro careers. Recently, both guys have been given foes with nice-looking but very empty records. Wilder has had to contend with former gold medalist Audley Harrison, undefeated, fresh out of prison, and 80 pounds overweight Damon McCreary, and 38-year-old prospect Kelvin Price. Russell, meanwhile, has been able to get premium cable airtime against Vyacheslav Gusev and Roberto Castaneda. Now, this has been going on so long that the buzz for these two has almost died off. The hype columns and message board threads are now about guys like Errol Spence Jr. instead. If they weren't on TV all the time, these two might be talked about the way Matt Korobov is right now. So why are these two moving along so slowly? With Wilder, you can argue that despite his Olympic success, he had a very short amateur career. So in some ways, he was and is still learning on the job as a professional. From that standpoint, Liakhovich is an acceptable opponent on Friday, unless you consider that another American heavyweight prospect, Brian Jennings, who has less of a pedigree and fewer pro fights, just stopped him last year. In Russell's case, it would appear that this is the finished product. Boxing experts everywhere would pick him to beat nearly every super featherweight in the world right now, without ever having seen him tested. You can argue that having him face a guy who has lost 9 of his last 10 fights can only help him regress at this point. To Wilder's credit, he has voiced his dissatisfaction with his level of opposition so far, even doing so right here on Fight Network last year. Russell won't do that, though, saying he's content to move at the pace set for him by his management and Al Haymon. Now, the progress of these two makes you wonder, what don't we know about the two of them? It seems the Golden Boy is going to take their sweet time in revealing that answer.